Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul, baby, feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow. Soul glow.
Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I'll go to war with every single one of you, every fucking game, all right? Love you, 1-7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 It's showtime.
Welcome to Friday Night Lights. I'm your host, Tommy, to the highest degree, to the TOP from the 313. And by my side is my main man, my Toucan Sam, the one they call the Apex Man, Mr. Mikey. Happy Friday to you and Happy New Year's to everybody who's out there rocking with Mafia Sports Report tonight. And tonight is a special episode, Mikey, because it is the final game at the Ralph the Rich.
Maybe.
Well, regular season home game. And I actually did make a point to put that in the ticker as well. So it is below. I actually went back. I'm like, oh, you know what? Just in case, I'll put regular season final home game. But what up, Cody? Mikey. I got some issues. And I hate to start the show off like with having issues. I got issues. I got mental issues, man. I got to get help. Well, that's separate. I got issues with, honestly, the Buffalo Bills. And
what issues
I didn't really
have?
Man, oh man, do we have time? How many hours we got here tonight? No. So look, man, I'm going to pop this up real quick. I want you to tell me what is kind of wrong with this. And I'll pop it up real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me pop it up on the screen. Here we go. Now, Mikey, that is the Buffalo Bills. By the way, I watched the video. If you haven't, it's a good video. It's the farewell video that they put out on YouTube. So this is the official Buffalo Bills thumbnail for the YouTube farewell. What is wrong with this picture? What do you see there that's not right in your eyes? What's missing? And what's there that maybe shouldn't be, or what's going on?
I don't know if I can see that.
Okay, let me see if I could blow it up. Somehow. Give me a minute. There we go. Okay, how about now?
Where's Ralph?
So, right. Who else is missing? All right, you got one.
We have Jim, we have Josh, we have Terry, we have Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the one on the left? Is that Ralph? Old school Ralph?
Nope. I thought it was at first too, because my eyes were deceiving me. That is not Ralph.
Huh.
That is Boomer Esiason. Boomer, that's not Esiason. That's what's his name from ESPN. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. The Boomer, whatever his fucking name is. What's his name? Where's Marv? No Marv and no Ralph, right?
No Marv, no Ralph.
Okay, so
Napoleon, no Brandon Bean.
Okay, exactly. So let's just skip those guys out because you can't probably
no Thurman, no Bruce, no Andre.
No Andre. Okay, so let's be honest.
The greatest Buffalo Bill,
is Bruce Smith ever.
Yeah,
period.
I think it's Bruce.
No,
but
it is.
People can go into Cookie and people can go into some of those OJ,
sure,
and some other ones.
I guess
you take your two greatest quarterbacks Got that. You should have your two greatest coaches. You want to put Sean and Marv on there. I get it. And you take your two greatest owners. You have Ralph and you have Terry.
Right. Exactly. But who's that guy? What's his name? Because I'm dropping the ball here. What's the guy's from ESPN's name? Boomer what? What the fuck's his name?
Shit.
The fucking ESPN guy. I can't believe I'm dropping the ball here.
I can't think of his name now either.
Guys in the chat, let me know. Nobody circles the wagons quite like the Buffalo Bills do. I can't believe I'm dropping the ball. Anyway, so here's my point to this. And you've made some great points. Berman, Chris Berman. Right. I don't know why I was calling him Boomer. I think they nicknamed him that. Anyways, Chris Berman. Great job. So here's my problem with the thumbnail when you're looking at it, right? Let's say they didn't want to crop every
Hamlin.
Yeah, right.
Get everywhere else.
Exactly. So let's say, Mikey, they only wanted so many people here. They didn't want to put too many faces so it would get distorted. Whatever. Let's just say that was the case.
They should have put on Jim's side, it should have been Jim and Marv, and it should have been Josh and Sean. If you're going to do that way.
Right. So that you stole the words out of my mouth. So here's what I would have liked to see and what is right. Okay. This is first of all, guys, it's a fucking farewell season at a place that Ralph Wilson.
It's called the Ralph for a reason.
Right. The Ralph. Right. He's the one that purchased the team initially. He's the one that kept it in Buffalo by building a stadium here that you're closing, that you're saying farewell to, right? The only reason Buffalo even is a Buffalo team is because of Ralph Wilson, right? That's one, right? Then you got Marv Levy, who got you to 4 straight Super Bowls, Hall of Fame head coach. So you stole the words out of my mouth. In this photo, would have had Josh Allen next to Sean McDermott. Fine, if that's what you want to do, I'm cool with that. Jim Kelly next to Marv Levy. Take fucking what's his name out of there, and then Chris Berman, and in the front, you want to put Terry Gula. You could say he saved the team too. He bought the team next to Ralph Wilson. That would be the accurate, more correct photo.
And
where I would have been like, okay,
split. I would have had
exactly
Ralph, Jim, Marv. I would have had Terry, Josh, Sean.
Right. Now, I want to show you what I did. Now, I'm gonna put everybody out. Because it's the only way I could do it. So, I'm gonna remove this. Now, here's ours. I'm gonna remove you and.
So
you see what I did there?
You added them.
I did the right thing.
Yeah.
Right. I added us at a desk. So you're telling me, a guy that is right, who has less experience than their guys that are making these thumbnails, could put in us and put in Marv Levy and Ralph Wilson in the photo, but yet they chose to keep them out. Now, Chris Berman got in there. Chris fucking Berman. Listen, I get it. He likes the Bills, but he has no real ties to Buffalo. He wasn't born in Buffalo. You know what I mean? He rooted for them, as an announcer. Cool. I appreciate that. He's always given us respect. But come on, man. You're going to put him over our fucking own.
You're putting like Kyle Brandt in there.
Right. And I even called my buddy, right, my Captain D, Dolphin fan. I'm like, bro, can you imagine the Miami Dolphins, just hypothetically,
At
the Gills, right? Hypothetically, right? Let's say the Dolphins were at a stadium for a long time, the Orange Bowl, where they initially played. Let's say they were still there last year moving, and they put Tua with Mike McDaniels, the current owner, Dan Marino, no Don Shula, no the initial owner, forget his name.
No Greasy,
Can you
nothing.
Yeah, no nothing. Can you imagine the outpour? And this goes to any team, guys. San Francisco, right? You're leaving guys out. Are you fucking kidding me? Like that. So what it tells me too, and there's a couple things in this photo that tells me a lot, that speaks volumes. Sean McDermott ain't going anywhere. Right? Here it is again, right? When we talk about the photo of him and the shovel and with Brandon Beane digging up at the new stadium, here we go, folks. And if you watch the video, boy, they really tone in on Sean McDermott on that video. They really...
We were talking about this last week on, who really controls the team.
Yeah. So, it tells me everything I need to know when Sean McDermott is on the photo over Marv fucking Levy. Like, I mean, once again, I don't even care that Sean McDermott's on the photo, but at least have Marv Levy, a Hall of Fame head coach who got you to 4 straight Super Bowls, in the photo. But once again, like I said, this is a prime example why I feel Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane aren't going anywhere anytime soon. This is a prime example. They would not throw them in this thumbnail, and in this video made it such a big deal.
Beane's not in the thumbnail.
Yeah, but no GMs are in here. I think and which is fine. I don't care if the GM, but my point is he was in the video, but they made it a big point where Sean McDermott was a focal at the second half of that video. Yeah. Like, all right, here comes Sean McDermott. Like, so it's like, yeah, dude, it kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that's a shitty thing to do to Marv Levy. It's a real shitty thing to do to the original owner of the Buffalo Bills, to keep them out of the thumbnail. They didn't keep them out of the video. They honored them, but still, come on, man. Like, how do you forget that? So I wanted to talk to you about that. And I mean, do you have any other thoughts on that, or is just kind of disrespectful a little bit?
Yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, that would be like if I'm like quitting, like if we're like, guys, last year Mafia Sports Board, and I leave you off the thumbnail, and I just put me, I'm like, like Mikey be like, people are like, bro, like Mikey didn't what?
Mikey did nothing. He was just a passenger on the
It's
ride.
just me going, yeah, like oh my god.
I don't know. Like, I don't really care all that much about it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I think it's kind of cheesy. Is it a little disrespectful? Yeah.
Absolutely, it is disrespectful. I'm not mad, Mike. It's you hear it in my tone.
Thank you,
Jacob.
Let me hit that trainer. Appreciate you.
Hey, Jacob Spears, man. Happy New Year's to you, brother. Let me let me go ahead and hit that for you. Go. I do want to say one quick thing now that Jacob did that, and I appreciate Jacob. I'm proud of you, Jacob. Your channel has I checked you out the other day. Checked your channel out again. I often check out my friends' channels. And man, Jacob, good job, brother. Honestly, you're getting subscribers. You're doing your thing.
Nice.
You're getting good views. So I always like to see other channel success. So awesome job, brother. Keep up the good work.
He gave us the slogan. Yeah, it's wild. The whole thing is wild.
Yeah,
you
that's
wanted
all.
to start. You wanted to start talking about the Bills. Mm-hmm. I wanted to start asking you.
Yeah.
About the U.
Oh, woo! It's all about the U, baby. Come on now. We haven't talked about that either. And I know it's a Bills channel, but I'm a big-time Canes fan. And first of all, they did the right thing by letting the Canes in over Notre Dame.
The Canes proved them right.
Proved them right twice now. They were underdogs against Texas A&M, underdogs last week or this week, right? So against Ohio State. And man, I'm gonna tell you right now, that defense, both lines in the trenches, they are beasts, bro. Absolute dogs. I mean, the quarterback, that's the only thing that I'm worried about, Mikey. But if Carson Beck, but if he could, you know what? If he could just be a game manager, just play it, limit the turnovers, you know what I mean? Play it, let your playmakers do the rest. We'll be all right.
Grows on that.
He did, but he's also he gets turnover happy at times. Like our losses this year came when Carson Beck had 4 interceptions, 3, like when he did a little bit too much that he was asked for, and he got in trouble. But you're right, he did come up with a couple, and they're gonna need that from him. They're gonna ask him a couple times, hey, we need you to step up here.
Ole Miss, so
yeah, tough team, but bro, like I said, it's about the trenches, and I believe
Indiana's winning it all.
We'll see. Look, man, we got some beasts, bro.
Dude. They're good team.
They are. But
deep.
I wouldn't count us out, man. We got some playmakers. Ruben Bain,
you can't count
sick
out any
too.
of the 4.
No, you can't. Man, watching Ruben Bain,
wide open. This is the most wide open college football playoffs I've seen to this point.
No, it is. And bro, I thought Georgia was going to win last night. They were heavy favorites, and they boy, oh boy. So I'm saying with Ohio State, they were 9.5-point favorites earlier in the week. Went down to 7.5 at game time, but still 7.5 for a playoff game. That's a lot. But dude, watching Ruben Bain, he's a lot like Von Miller, bro. a ton. Like
Isn't
the
he
way he
bigger?
bends.
Isn't he bigger though?
He's a little bigger, but the way he bends, like I'm saying, his style. He can get around the corner. He bends, bro. He gets low, like
Does
like
he
Von
have
Miller.
the bull rush though?
He has everything, bro. Watch his highlights. He's nasty, bro. And the thing with him, the only thing he needs to work on, maybe I feel, is he goes so hard every play that they take him off. He wins himself out a little bit. Gets a little tired. So cardio, like maybe they got to work a little bit on that. But that's the next level. You know, the next level coaches will set you right. But dude, he isn't stud, bro. He's a beast. But yeah, go Canes.
It's been a while since I've seen Joey.
Oh, what up, Joey? How you been, brother?
I read Mikey and all the way, like Miami Tommy. But
hey, we'll see, man.
Urban cameos. Mike Urban.
Oh, Kirby. Yeah. He's a character. He just wants to see the U win. You guys got to remember the Canes have been up until last year when they got Cam Ward. They were struggling for a while. You know, like to even do anything. So the fact that they're in this position now, of course, former Canes players are gonna be excited. So same with me, man. It's tough watching your team be bad.
He just wanted to go out and show off, how muscular he was. He didn't care about it.
No, he's been there all year, bro. He's been there all year. And I'll tell you, he's been there all year, all the home games. So you know what was cool too, and I just found, I don't know why I found out this earlier in the season, and I didn't know about the offseason, but Jason Taylor is a defensive line coach. I didn't even know that, or defensive line or defensive coordinator. No, not defensive coordinator, defensive line coach, which is pretty damn cool, man. Good for Jason Taylor. Like, of all people, Mike, you want that dude coaching your guys up. So, man, we'll see. We'll see.
Who's done
Once I know it, absolutely did it really well. So,
do you guys like for the Bills from these teams? Who you guys like for the Bills from these teams?
Oh, playoff teams you're talking about? I'm guessing.
I don't really care who we play. I don't think if the Bills come out and play their game, I'm not sure there's a team in the conference that can beat us.
Mm-hmm.
If we play our A game and every team in the NFL that's in the playoffs plays their A game, I think the teams that may be able to get us are in the NFC. I'm not sure there's a team in the AFC that can get us.
I agree. I'm with you on that one as well. Like I think, look, man, I respect every team that's in the playoffs, right? They're there for a reason. There are no pushover teams, in my opinion. No. But I feel like at the same time, we have the most, like we've been there the most, right? So, we have the most experience in the playoffs out of all these teams, in my opinion. We also have the most electric quarterback, in my opinion, going in to this. And I feel like all those teams we can beat. Like, now, mind you, at the same time, all those teams could beat us, in my opinion. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, we can't lose to Jacksonville. Sure, we can. If we have turnovers, if we play sloppy, if we come out the gate slow and have 0 points the first half, sure, absolutely we can lose. But if we play our game, limit the turnovers, and we have a lead at the half, we'll be all right. We'll be just fine.
You just want the lead at the half. That's all you want. You just give me a lead at the half for once.
Yeah, please, golly, man. I mean, can we get a lead for once?
Joey wants to know: is there a wide receiver in the draft coming out that you would like Buffalo to take a look at? I haven't gone deep into the draft this year yet. I usually do that right as the season ends. But most of the top tier wide receivers are all going to be top half of the draft. You're not going to at 25 to 30. You're probably not getting one of the elite wide receivers. So I would much rather us, if we're gonna end up there, package my pick and go get me an elite wide receiver. Go get me Chris Olave, go get me Jalen Waddle, go get me AJ Brown, go get me one of those guys. That way. I agree. Versus hoping we hit on a late round, first round wide receiver. I just don't. Yeah, I don't think the Bills know how to scout wide receivers, anyways.
And I'm not going to talk about it just yet because we're not there yet. And I like to do my digging and researching in the off season. Makes it a little bit more fun for me to kind of see it. Plus, see where we're going to be at, officially in the draft order. What receivers should be available at the first round. So I like to do all that at the end. Right now, it's too early for me to kind of say who's going to be where and what guy I like. So I'm going to wait for that, Mikey. I don't know about you, but it's for me. That's something that you're gonna,
Yeah, it's going to be an after the playoff type of, really dig in and do my draft prep. But if Jared comes in, I agree. I think we should be not looking for a young college receiver unless we are going to trade up the top half of the round one to go grab one of the elites. Chris Bell. The problem with Chris Bell is he's going to miss next year.
Mm-hmm.
Are you willing to wait because he tore his ACL at the end of this year?
Right. Yeah.
Are you willing to wait a season and a half, 2 seasons? For Chris to come back,
right.
I mean, maybe grab him in the second or third round and then stash him, but I don't want to use my first round draft pick on a guy who tore his ACL.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. I don't know if I'm waiting, being patient like that either. They got to correct this next season. Like, you cannot go into another season without a reliable option as a one. You just can't. You can't play that game. It's not fair. Honestly, it's not right for Josh Allen to go into another season with no target, not a number one, at least, right? Like, at least how I feel. Because look, I would be okay with it, Mikey, honestly, if Dalton Kincaid was more available. You know what I mean? Like, if Dalton Kincaid was the guy, I'd be like, okay.
He's really good. He's really good when he's on the field. The problem is you just can't keep him on the field. That's
my point. Like, I would be okay with it if he was, you know what I mean? But the fact that he's just not available a lot of the time, I can't, it's you can't risk that again. You can't go down that road again. So for me, they have to figure it out this offseason. Whatever they got to do, figure it out.
Like both those receivers. I like Tyson and Tate, and I would love either one of them. But let's be honest, I just don't see that happening. Like, they're going to be gone before the 20s.
Right.
So everyone's trying to get receivers right now. There's so many of them that people needing them. And then are you going to take wide receiver 6 or guard 1 or DN 3? Or DT1, like, are you really gonna bypass the top, position of need to go wide receiver 6 or 7? Like, and now it's all about return on investment. Like, is that smart?
Right.
Just because you need a wide receiver, we did that shit with Kyrie Elam. We needed a corner, so we went and got CB7. And that didn't pan out. Right. Paul Jr. could be sitting on the sidelines with us during these games, but Brandon Bean didn't want to go up at 26. You want to go up 27. Yep. That's exactly it. And now every Dolphins fan's pissed that they didn't take it.
I know. They didn't take Waddle to
the 27 first round pick. Now that it went in the shitter and Tua choke down the stretch, and like every Dolphins fans, like, they should have taken the Bills first rounder in 27. No good pick at 32. Love it, Cody.
There's a radio station out here, 97.1 The Ticket, and they always talk. They do this around the league, NFL talk, and they went like, what team do you? They asked the main host. Who do you like in the play? Like, so they're going through all the teams, right? So they got to the Buffalo Bills, and this guy, I like him. Mike Vellani, he's very brutally honest, and he's like, look, I think the question was, do you believe in this team or whatever? Like, do you believe they can make it? And he's like, yes, I do believe the Buffalo Bills can make it because they got Superman at quarterback. He's like, I saw, what do you say? He's like, I saw Joe Flacco one year go to the playoffs and it was like 11 touchdowns, no interception, like played perfect playoff football that year and got $100 million contract, out of it as well. He's like, and then they're like, at the end, they're like, but what do you think Sean McDermott should get fired? He's like, oh, dude, I should have. He's like, he's garbage. He's like, you should have been fired years ago. So I'm like, mind you, this is a Michigan, Detroit, like, trust me when I tell you, the realists keep it real and they understand the feeling, but they also understand that we have Josh Allen and go, hey, that guy's so special, regardless of the coach.
Sean McDermott's a very good coach.
Yeah.
But I think he's taking us to where we're going to peak at. Like, I don't think he's going to take us over top. I hope he does. I just don't think it's
Yeah,
gonna
me
happen.
too. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
It would have to be because of Josh Allen, though, to be honest with you.
At the end of the day, like, Sean McDermott's a really good football coach. Like, we crap on him because we're sick of the consistent, never changes, big ego, always wanting to do things his way. And it's just like, at what point are you going to do something different, man? Because you've been doing the same thing for 9 years and it's the same result over and over.
Exactly.
You know, for someone who preaches growth mindset, you never see that growth. So
correct.
It's not that I think Sean McDermott's a bad head coach. He's actually a really good head coach. He's the winningest head coach in Buffalo Bills history. The problem is I'm not sure we're ever going to get, past where we've been with him leading the charge.
Right. Reach a Super Bowl, win a Super Bowl. I mean, I get your point. Can it happen? Sure. Once again, to my point and to that, the radio station guy, we have an electric quarterback. We have a guy that could just go off, basically saying he could have
every postseason.
One of the but maybe even play at an even different level, right? Where fuck it, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do everything I can. I'm gonna have the most electric playoffs ever, right? Like we need that from Josh.
He needs his guys to step up around him too to do it.
We do. We absolutely it's a team sport, no doubt about it. But once again though, I feel like if we can limit the turnovers, which has been our Achilles heel this season and why we have a lot of these losses. We very well could go to the Super Bowl. And if the defense actually could keep up the way they've been playing, keeping us in these games, they absolutely have. So, it's definitely a possibility, man. That's why I'm not on board with the whole one and done talk or, we're going to get smoked by, Baltimore if they get in or whatever, whatever team, New England, Denver.
Probably Jags. My guess is the Jags.
I think that as well, but I'm just not I just don't see it that way. But you guys can see it how you want, man. I totally get your frustration. It's been a weird season. I don't think this season has gone the way we all thought it would go, right? I think we all thought another East title, right? Again, right? Probably 3-4 losses max.
Who imagined
New England being
New England only losing 3 games?
I really didn't. Yeah, I would have been safe with us saying even 5 losses probably still win the East. I don't have New England winning 9.
12-5 usually wins you. 13-4, you usually right around the 1 seed.
Correct. Yeah. So, kudos to them.
I want to hit a couple of these comments. What if we would have gotten Waddle and he wasn't putting up numbers with the type of offense we're running? We would have had him next year when we have a new offense coordinator. Correct. We would already have him in the building.
That was my whole point when me and Mikey would have these debates about if we should trade for a receiver. It didn't matter. Anyone. I said, don't. Like, I got Mikey's point with when he would, and honestly, he probably would be right about that. The guy probably wouldn't have made a difference this year, but
he may have.
He could have, but I'm just saying maybe not. But either way, next season and for the future, at least we know we have the guy in the building. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so the new offensive coordinator comes in. Damn, I don't even need to sweat getting a receiver, right? I don't even need to go to Brandon Beane and go, yo, I need help for Josh. Like, it's already there, right? It's like, so now it's not. You know what I mean? That was the only downfall of not making a move, or at least being a little bit more aggressive. But who knows in the offseason? Maybe Waddle's still available. Maybe the Dolphins call again and go, you know what? Fuck it, man. We rethought it. We'll take that 2027 first round pick. You know what I mean? Maybe. Who knows,
Chewy says he wants us to go after the Ole Miss place kicker. He's money. We're going to need a new one because I can't see us paying Bass the $4.5 million he's owed next year.
You got to move on from Bass.
And dead cap isn't big. You get money back. Bass is gonna be one that you move off of. We'll see the defensive end off of Miami's Judon. I'm hoping we see Judon this week. I hope we don't see Bosa this week at all. I hope they put Bosa in bubble wrap this week and just let Judon come up and play. Let's see what we got before the playoffs.
Yeah, the right thing to do is absolutely Oh, let me hit that for you. Give me 1 minute.
Thank you very much.
All right, Jacob. Jacob's doing a charity live stream March 7th for 12 hours. Do me a favor, Jay. Go in the comments. Go ahead and put what the charity's for, and on March 7th, put the hour, like when you're starting the stream. This way, if people want to go ahead and join the stream, they know what time and what the charity's about. Okay, so go ahead and put that in the comment section.
Also,
thanks,
as
brother.
we get closer, keep giving us reminders. So
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Mikey. That's a good point. Great.
Yep. Johnny comes in and says, do you guys think with all the playoff battles with KC and all the experience will create a massive advantage for the Bills? I feel like Buffalo only got tight versus KC in the playoffs. I feel like this is the worst team that we've had going into the playoffs since the Houston Texans won the very first year under Josh. I don't know if the experience will make a massive advantage. I think it is an advantage because we're going to go against a lot of really young quarterbacks. There's not a lot of veterans, you know, like at the end of the day, Trevor has 2 playoff games under his belt. Drake has 0, you know,
Bo has 2.
has 1.
This is second year now.
Yeah, this will be his second one. As we're going through, like if Aaron wins, he'll have the second most, or he'll have the most. If he loses, Lamar will have the second most behind Josh. Like it's a very young group, so I think we'll have an advantage. I don't know if we're going to have a huge advantage.
Stroud's first year going in.
Houston and the Jags have potential to smoke us. Smoke us, I don't agree. Beat us, I do agree. Because even when we went to Houston, we still had a chance to win that game.
Correct.
And we played about as bad as we possibly could have. And we had a chance to win that game. Now, the Jags, that's a whole different story. You don't know what Jags team you're getting week to week. If you're getting the Jags team that went into Denver and smoked them, that's clicking, they have a chance to put up some points on you. But the Bills don't usually get smoked.
Correct.
They'll lose. They don't usually get run out of buildings.
Yeah, dude, that's why I keep telling you guys, like, I get your frustration, but if you don't believe that this team will be ready by playoff time to battle anyone that's in front of them and give them an absolute dogfight, you're mistaken. Like, you know, to Mikey's point earlier, I'm not the biggest Sean McDermott fan in the world, but I'll say this about him, man. Like, he does at least get these guys to play up usually in these playoff games. Like it's only been twice I recall that us getting really kind of beaten, take it to the dog shed or whatever. We were in every game, even against Super Bowl champions like the Kansas City Chiefs, like the Philadelphia Eagles in the regular. Like, we're always in these games, right? So I just don't. Is it possible? Of course, anything's possible, but I just don't see it like that. I feel like we're going to be in all these games.
Surprised if it would shock me if we got smoked.
Me too.
It wouldn't
and
shock
if we
me
did,
if we lost. It wouldn't
that
shock
would
me
be
if
bad.
we lost, but if we got smoked, that would surprise me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it wouldn't shock me to lose. It would shock me if we just got worked. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. I don't see it like that. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if we dog walk anyone either. Like, I don't see us like just going and beating anyone, by 20 points or 15, 14, 16. Like, it's going to be
tight games,
1-score games probably. You know what I mean? I mean, like, it just and the reason why I say this, guys, is because our offense is so weird this year. It's hit and miss, man.
Our whole team is that way.
Yeah, I mean, but the offense is what really worries me, because before we'd go in the playoffs, we kind of knew what to expect from the defense. We knew we were going to give up points, but we also knew the offense was going to give us, right? They weren't going to let us down more than likely, right? Like, this year, this is the problem I have is are they? Like, I don't know. Like, what offense are we getting, right? Like, that's the most concerning thing I have going into the playoffs, because we have such uncertainty about this offense, right? Like, sometimes it just comes alive, right? Second half, we're the highest scoring second half team, but First half, we have problems, son. You know what I mean? Like, and that's concerning. It 100% is concerning. But I just don't think we're going to get smoked. I don't.
Yeah. People tend to forget teams that can go undefeated and still lose in the first game of the playoffs. We're in, boys. Let's do this now. Yeah. Okay,
Absolutely.
Listen, once the playoff starts, what happened in the regular season doesn't matter.
Push that shit to the side, bro.
It's win or go home from here on out.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter if you win by 1 or you win by 100.
Yep.
A win's a win.
Win's a win. Yeah, I don't give a shit how you get it done. I don't care if it's a fucking Hail Mary at the end of the play. You get the job. You're leaving that field, going on to the next round, or going to a Super Bowl. Hey, that's all that counts, man.
Yeah, but if you listen to content creators and you listen to people talking this week, you should worry about JA-17. He's the reason we lose most games.
It's the most ridiculous thing, man. I'm sorry. Like
yes, he missed the pass at the end that was wide open that he should have made. God.
Yeah, he missed a few, but I don't. I'll you know, look, man. We're not even here. It's. I wish I could talk to these people and just debate them. Like, first of all, we're not even talking about playoffs without this guy. Period. Like, ever. Like, since 2019. So, like, right there, you got to just shut it, right? You know what I mean? We're not even in this spot, dude. The plays that Josh Allen has made way overrides the negative, the misplays. Like, I'll take all the greatness from Josh Allen, you know, over the bat. I could give two shits about him missing some throws. Look, man. In the playoffs, Josh has been money. If we're talking playoffs, bro, come on. I tell those guys, go kick rocks, bro. Josh Allen has record-setting numbers in the playoffs. That dude is legit as they come. So I don't want to hear about anyone worrying about Josh Allen all of a sudden can't get the job done is the reason why we're losing games. Take that shit and shove it, man. I'm sorry. Get that shit out of my face with that negative talk, man. I'll criticize Josh Allen, by the way. And you have too. I will say, hey, you know, you can't miss that throw. Hey, you can't hold on the ball like that. You got to be better. You can't fumble that ball like that.
You can't run 20 yards backwards.
Right. You can't take a sack. Like, you're hurting the team, right? You're hurting yourself, right? You got hurt trying to do that. Hurt your ankle. But at the same time, man, like you said last week, man, sometimes he does that shit, and we're like, no. Yes. Holy shit, right? What? Right? So, like, it is. I get it. You know, that's what comes with it, man.
Yeah. Roy says, wasn't Houston that game that Dawkins was basically playing with a concussion and Brown was playing with a bum shoulder? Yeah. You know, yeah. Johnny comes in, says the Bills, like White, Phillips, Poyer, a bunch of them. Last chance for the world championship. Also, this is what Joey Bosa came here for. Right here.
Here it is. Right. You got the best quarterback probably in the playoffs now. Right.
Yeah.
At least in the AFC, right? If you want to count Stafford as up there, that's fine. But AFC wise, I know Mace had a great season. I get it. You know what I mean? But if you want to talk about just tier level, experienced, unbelievable. I mean, Josh Allen is everything, right? Let's be real here, guys. So, yeah, dude, I'm excited, man. Honestly, I am. Like I said, the regular season is coming to a wrap this weekend. That's it. It doesn't mean anything at this point, right? Like, what's done is done. We didn't win the East. Who cares? And I'll be honest with you guys. We won it 5 straight seasons. It didn't give us. It didn't do anything. Didn't got us nowhere. So maybe this is the route we needed to take. I don't know, right? We'll find out, right? Real soon. But maybe this is the route. Maybe we needed to be on the motherfucking road. I don't know, right? But we'll find out real soon.
Cody says it's for years. It's been, oh my God, Josh, what are you doing? Oh my God, he's my dog. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mark. We need to protect Josh better. We do. We really do. And that's partly on the receivers. You need to fucking get open.
You got him.
That's on some of the schemes from our coordinator. Scheme these fuckers open.
Scheme them open.
When you're open, catch the goddamn ball.
Okay.
So many drops.
Also, when plays break down and Allen's buying time, as much time as he possibly can out of probably any quarterback in the NFL. Get open. Find whatever way, because he's going to get you the ball. I promise you, more than likely, he'll find you. But you got to get, there's your option. He's giving you all this time. You got to get open, son. You know, get the fuck open. So hopefully these players, look, man, I feel like, Mikey, everybody going into the playoffs this year, they got to do a gut check, right? Look at themselves in the mirror. What can I do better? What haven't I done this season so far? What do I need to improve on? You know what I mean? What have I done that I haven't done so well that I need to take the next step? That I need to up my game, right? These guys are gonna look in the mirror and just say, "Fuck it, man. This is it, right? Let's go out to war and be the best we can be." And that's all I can ask for, honestly, guys. If they play their best, man, and we go down, you know what I mean? It's gonna suck, but at least I'll know, man, they went down swinging. But if they get smoked, which I don't think is gonna happen, I'll be really disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'll be, loss is a loss. I'll still be disappointed, Mikey. But if they show no fight, you know what I mean, they get smoked. Like, dude, you know what I mean? That's not good either. It tells me a lot wrong.
I don't see that happening, but that's fine.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. I don't either. Yeah.
Pat Moran was the only one referring to the Philly game when he blamed Josh Allen for the loss. It wasn't just Pat. All right, yelling
at me, Roy.
It wasn't just Pat.
Yeah. No, it wasn't either, Roy. I believe it or not, I tune into other streams. I just don't comment in the comment section. I don't
think anybody else was as definitive as Pat about how he felt about it. But, at the end of the day.
And it's been, hey, my buddy Dan Mitchell most of the year has been kind of on Josh Allen's case. So, just saying. I mean,
Josh had an ankle problem. And could see not that his feet were correctly, other than homies, every other quarterback would not play at all through the pain. Yeah. Josh knows he missed. And listen, no one's more pissed about Josh missing that pass than Josh.
Absolutely. He wasn't mad at nobody else.
Yeah, I think, me personally, I think they set him up for failure at that point. You don't play action from the 2-yard line. No one thought they were running the ball. Have his back to him after he's getting beat up all day long.
Yeah.
He rushed the throw. You put him in shotgun where he's the most comfortable and let the guy work.
I watched that another podcast that said the same thing. Like,
I'm also
I watched
running a flipping quarterback power and give him the run pass option. I'm not letting it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, to be real, it was a great call. You just needed to be in shotgun. I mean, he would have got it. He like, there was, being under center there made no sense on that play call. They weren't going to bite on the play action. They know, come on, most teams don't run in that situation anyways. You got to get him in shotgun, and even if the play breaks down, let's say the play didn't work. Well, Allen's in shotgun. Now he has even more time to, like you said, roll out, scramble, maybe buy more time.
In front of him, so he doesn't
right.
The freaking defense.
Yeah, so that, to me, that's the bad part of the play call.
Could he have made the throw? Yes.
Absolutely.
You have a $330 million quarterback. He should make that throw. However, I think they didn't put him in the best situation to succeed there.
No. And Allen maybe even should have, to be honest with you, if he's more comfortable in shotgun, he could have went shotgun. He didn't have to.
Allen doesn't tend to just call his own thing. He just
but he could have went to shotgun, meaning he could have kept the same play and backed up.
No, that's not.
Why not? Why can't you?
It was a play action.
No, I know, but well, true. Yeah, he would have to audible out of it. He would have to check it out of it.
And there's usually 2 plays. There's usually a pass play and a run play.
You're right. If he checks out, they're not going to know what he's talking about. It won't be enough time to check out and just to say, hey, we're keeping the same play. I'm in shotgun now. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but they need to change that up. Good call. Bad
execution.
Bad execution. Yeah, that's all. Maybe another quarterback gets that, and I agree with you. Burrow probably hits that. No, I'm not going to lie.
Pat,
you know what I mean?
Josh hits that, 8 out of 10 times.
Right. They're a little bit more precise, though. Allen has tended to miss those. You know what I mean? He missed the McKenzie one. That one sticks him. He rushes it. Yeah, so it happens. I mean, that is one of his faults, that he carries with him.
Yeah. Does Keon play this Sunday? I think so. I would like to see Keon. I'd like to see Gabe. I'd like to see Shavers all up. You know who I don't need to see this Sunday? Palmer.
Yeah, no reason. No reason. Especially when you pay. You might maybe he heals up a little better for the playoffs.
I don't need to see Kincaid this weekend.
No, definitely not. I don't think you see him anyways. I'm pretty sure he sits out.
I don't need to see him.
I mean, what would the point be?
Yeah, I don't need. We have 2 tight ends. I don't need to see Knox if he's banged up at all.
Right, and you got a third if you want to call him up or whatever.
We have 4 tight ends on our roster right now. So you play those 2 tight ends. Like
exactly, it's not that big of a deal.
Yep. Well, now that Cook and Shavers caught some long balls, maybe they'll open up the offense. Yeah, that's another thing. Going deep. You know, and going deep against a really good defense.
Yeah.
You know. Also, Cook's been open deep, but he's just dropped the ones Josh is throwing to him.
Yes, yeah.
You know,
he's dropped a few.
So at the end of the day, it's good to see him catch it. Bills at Patriots AFC Championship game. I could see that.
Possible. Very possible.
My favorite way is if we end up in the 6th seed, Chargers at Bills.
That would be sweet, right? And we had the final game.
So they want to see us against Bobby Hart. Well, that's going to see us against Bobby Hart if that happens.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. That's one channel I don't visit. No offense.
Talking about the missed extra point costing us the effing game, right? There's a reason why the guy's no longer here.
That dude was terrible, and everyone was talking about the block. It's because he kicked it low, guys. The low kick. It's on him, 100%. That kick was so low. Right, the guy put his arm up. I mean, you shouldn't even have to. I understand if he's tall, he like jumped up and made it unbelievable, dude. Guys, he put his fucking. Come on, man.
Well,
that's on the kicker. He picked it low.
He bull rushed the guard who
but
he wasn't prepared, obviously, and then he put his hands up. But you need to get that ball higher. Like, come on,
you got to put it higher. Yeah, and he missed his knock in Indianapolis is missing extra points. That's why he got waived. So clearly he had an issue.
Knock in LA too with the Chargers. That's why he got cut there too.
Well, that's probably why he'll be a free agent emergency kicker for a while.
If someone picks him up, they just watched him cost the Buffalo a game.
That's true.
No one's talking. Yeah, you know, it's wild. Knowing that a bad ankle going into it and his other ankle got stepped on. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I wouldn't play any of the. Like, I would dress them and use them in case of emergency only.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure I'm playing Dawkins or Brown. You know?
No, dude. I'm not either.
I'm sitting McGovern and you know, I might have McGovern up as an emergency center in case something happens to SVP. But, you know, I'm running Alec Anderson. I'm running Grable. I'm running RVD. Like, I'm running my backups as much as I possibly can.
Yeah, you're going against the Jets. I mean, come on, man.
I know you want to. If we win or lose, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't even matter.
We're on the road regardless.
Right. You know, of course, you would like a win final game at the Ralph, but at the end of the day, that's not really what the big picture, you know, is for the Buffalo Bills. Not this season. Right, you got the playoffs coming up, and that's way more important than a farewell game.
Cody says first time they could have ever trusted their defense in OT, and he doesn't take it. Honestly, I think McDermott didn't care if they won or lost. He just wanted the game over, so there was no chance of anybody else getting hurt. Honestly, he won't say that, but it was the right call at the end of the day.
Yeah,
the chance the Pats are going to lose to the Dolphins is very slim.
It was slim, but it doesn't mean it couldn't have happened. I understand his thinking. That's why I wasn't so totally against going for it there. You know, Josh is hurt. You know what I mean? He's not wanting to do a whole another series or two, let's say. You never know how that last overtime would have went. You don't know what would have happened there. It's just not really worth it. You have an opportunity to walk off the field with a win. I get it.
And they should have.
And he should have. And if you lose, it is what it is. You're still in the playoffs. You're not really, you know. So I was fine. It didn't really. At the end of the day, it didn't matter. I was cool with it. You know,
But I disagree that it should have been a quarterback draw. It should have been a quarterback sweep.
Correct. Yeah, quarterback sweep.
Don't
with an option
draw.
to throw. With an option to throw, obviously. Yeah.
This should be called the incentive game for players. And some of them do have the incentives built in. And I think there's a whole thing out on X somewhere that lists all the incentives for the players.
That's interesting. Okay.
Bosa knows them Chargers. Yes, he does. And you're telling me he wouldn't love to have the Chargers come into Buffalo for a chance to go to the Super Bowl, and he could be the reason why they don't make it? He would love that.
Mm-hmm.
Package Coleman, Palmer, and a second-round pick for Jalen Waddle. Yeah, no one's taking Coleman or Palmer.
No,
too much money.
No, too much. Well, Coleman, somebody will take because he's on a rookie deal, and somebody will give us something. 6th round pick, 5th round, maybe. I think a 6th round right now, to be honest with you. The way
if we're
just not even, if we're lucky, we're not even using. But we did get what for Kyer, 5th round, so maybe you might get something. I
think we got a 6th round for Kyer.
Was it a 6th round?
I think we had a swap. We had to swap a 7th for a 6th.
Oh, you're right. It wasn't. Yeah. So maybe get a 6th or a 5th. I still say maybe a 5th could be there, but either way, let's say a 6th. It sucks.
Definitely wasn't the first pick of the 2nd round.
Right. No,
what we spent on him.
Yeah, but Palmer, doubt it.
And they turned down a 1 and a 3. They're not taking that package for him.
Nah.
What the hell? The Bills had McDermott instead of Marv Levy on the thumbnail. Yeah, we
talked about that. Yeah, if you want to rewind, very start of the show, man. But hey, I fixed it on my thumbnail, guys. So if you look at my thumbnail, you see. Matter of fact, you can kind of, if you move Scott Blakely's comment right here, you kind of see right here. Got Marv Levy on the right, Ralph Wilson there on the left. So I did the Bills a favor, the right thing to do by putting guys that should be on the thumbnail. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Trubisky game. I wonder if they let them play a series, the first team. Treat it like a preseason game.
Yeah.
For as bad as we played on offense recently, we might.
You don't want to show your cards.
No, no. At the end of the day, does Josh really want to end his career in that stadium with that pass?
Right. I got you. I just think that Josh goes in.
Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he does.
I don't think so. I think he goes in and just hands the ball off and goes right off the field. Out. Yeah, I just don't see the purpose, bro, of taking. Listen, his ankle is fucked up, right? I think it's going to remain kind of fucked up during the playoffs, but if you could at least get it somewhat less painful for him, you do that. You know what I mean? Like, because that's the one thing that makes Josh really awesome too is mobility, right? Like you don't want him limited and hurt and hobbled. You know what I mean for the Jets because he wanted a touchdown. Like, no, bro. You know what I mean? Like, let's give him as much rest as he possibly can get. Same with everybody else, really, honestly, who is our starters, especially those that are kind of banged up, right? Like. Like you were talking about, like Spencer Brown, he's fucked up, right? Like, should not see the field. Same with Joey Bosa. Like, keep them off the field.
McGovern's been beat up all year. Like,
keep him off. Give him a week off.
Give Joey Bosa
a week and a half, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, let's keep some of our healthy guys healthy. I don't need to see my linebackers. Let's put, let's put Dorian Williams out there and let's put Joe Andreessen out there. I don't need to see Shaq or Milano out there. I don't need to see Trey out there. Let's put the rookie out there. Give him some. I don't need to see Benford out there. Benford's hurt every year in the playoffs. Let's keep him healthy.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I would have had a very limited practice for all these guys this week. You know what I mean? Very light.
Most of them
limited and light. Yeah, which is smart. Limited and light, man.
There was a bunch of walkthroughs this weekend.
Yeah. Next week, different story. You know what I mean? Get them boys back to work. But
Joey, I'm with you on that. I want to be like Kansas City, take the AFC crown and have Stephon, except we're on their field. Stephon, watch the Bills get crowned the champion like he did in Kansas City in New England.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Us versus New England. That would be sweet.
Absolutely.
You see Buffalo lowdown article on possible trade for wide receivers. They included Coleman plus picks. They don't seem realistic to me, but you never know. I never look at trades because I've heard that for years and they never do it.
Oh, yeah, no, man. I don't buy into the whole. I just don't get into that because it just never. It never usually comes. Now the Diggs trade did. They were talking about that earlier in the year.
That actually popped up late. Like you didn't hear about it until it happened.
No,
there was no rumor before that.
In the season, there was, Mikey.
Yeah,
in the regular season,
before the trade deadline, there was.
Uh-huh.
But during the actual offseason, you didn't hear shit about it, and then all of a sudden it happened.
Nothing. Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, maybe Bean revisits some of the guys he called, and the trades that maybe he couldn't pull off. You never know. You never know. I would definitely revisit. I
don't trust them.
Yeah, well, they better do something because they don't have the money to go out and get anybody in particular.
Yeah. I don't know why we don't use Deion Walker on the inside more on blocking kicks.
Yeah, bro, his size. Like,
yeah.
What are you
Put
doing?
him and Groot next to each other. They're both freaking like 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, it's absolutely with their wingspan too.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be almost 7
Campbell
foot.
Does that shit all the time too.
He does. He actually had a block last week, I think.
Yeah,
extra point. So
wide receivers should be Shavers, Gabe, Keon, Hardman. Because we call Hardman up because he's on the practice squad. Saying that does Samuel come back for the playoffs? No, I don't think so. Who you gonna sit down? Who you gonna let go to bring Samuel back?
Right. Mikey, by the way, tonight. I do have something cool that I found. We'll get to some of the comments too because I know we're behind a little bit. But tonight, just a heads up, I did find a cool little article: 25 greatest games in Bills Stadium history at the Ralph. Let's call it the Ralph. Epic battles, monumental wins, and that comeback. So we're gonna go through the top 20, the 25 that they have listed. I thought that would be pretty cool for Bills Mafia to kind of revisit some of the moments, right, that they have listed. And if you have any of yours, even if you attended a game, it's not on the list that you just remember. You guys out there in the chat that you want to pop up in the chat, we'll pop it up on the screen. Just the moment that you remember, especially if you went to the game. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Let us know, man, because it's a pretty cool thing happening this weekend. Final regular season game at the Ralph.
The red helmets.
The red helmets. Yeah, I didn't even bring that up. It's in the ticker too, but red helmets.
Red.
Yeah, pretty damn cool. By the way, guys, I will be live streaming that game, doing a watch along. So if you guys want to join me Sunday, I believe the game's time is 4:25 on Sunday. So I'll do a pregame, and then that pregame, I'll hop on over into my watch party live stream. So definitely join me on Sunday for that. Go ahead, Mikey.
All right. Would we definitely rather be the 5th seed and not 7th seed? I disagree. I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah.
Give me the 7th and let me go play the Patriots right away.
Yeah, fuck it. Get it. Yeah. I mean, I'm not scared of any team, but I'm with you. Yeah.
I don't care what seed we are, but I'm not saying the 5th seed more than 7th seed. Like, you might get the Patriots, you might get the Jags, or you might get one of the Steelers or Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
None of those teams scare me.
No. I mean, I honestly, I respect them. The teams in the playoffs right now. Obviously, we don't know yet with the Steelers and the Ravens, but we just talked about this. None of these teams are a team that I'm like, oh man, dude, like this team's just they have it all. You know what I mean? I think there's good teams, young quarterbacks. They all have
really good defenses.
Really good. There's a couple of really teams with some really good defenses. Denver, Houston, obviously. Jacksonville has some, which we know. They've actually caused us fits, as you guys know. The other Joshua Allen over there has caused us fits. So
Josh Allen Hines.
Josh Hines Allen. Yeah. So there's like I said, all these teams I respect all of them, but at the same time, man. I see one team on here, or I don't see one team on here that has really been our thorn on our side, and that's Kansas City Chiefs.
There's two teams.
Well, the Bengals too, but I would say really ultimately it comes down to the Chiefs, right? Yeah. Like that. I mean, I know the Bengals beat us one time, but
first year we beat the Bengals.
Exactly. So I'm going to say it's the Chiefs, right? The Chiefs have been the real
Boogeyman.
Let's be real. Yeah, they've been the boogeyman. Let's be real. If it wasn't for the Chiefs, we would have made it to at least a Super Bowl by now. Like in my opinion, we would have made it to one. You're right, because both those games, at least
we've been to two conference championship games, and Kansas City was standing in our way.
At least two, yeah. So, I mean, I'm just saying, guys, like, you know, that's the one. And I hate to say that, you know what I mean? Because we should not be scared of the Chiefs either. You should, if you believe in your team, you got a good team, you should be able to.
I think we're gonna beat the Chiefs every year in the playoffs.
No, I know that, but I'm saying, like, when we look at the list and the teams that we go, you know, we haven't beat the Chiefs, so of course that's the game that we're going, man. You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, we have yet to beat them. You know what I mean? We just can't find a way. But right here, all these teams, I mean. Guys, we've been through division. We've been through wild card games. We've been through division. Like, I have pretty good confidence.
There's two teams here that we haven't beat.
Texans is one of them at their home.
At their home, and they may not be at their home. If we play them, it may be at our home. We don't know. We don't know if they're going to end up the 5, 6, or 7 seed.
No, you're right. You're right. That is possible as well.
Jacksonville, we just seem to struggle against.
We do, but we've beaten them in the regular season as well. But we have played sloppy games, no doubt about it. For some reason, their defense comes alive right all the time against us. We tend to make some stupid mistakes against them, no doubt. But we've beaten them. And not only that, we've never really have we faced them in the playoffs? I don't think so. So not recently.
Not since the very first
2017, correct. When they beat us, 6-3, something like that. 9-3, something crazy. I'm not overly concerned about the Jags.
Chewy says, who would you rather have as a GM today, Bean or Polian?
Bill Polian.
Today? Bean.
Polian.
Bill Polian does not understand NFL players today. There's a reason why he was let go in Indianapolis.
I get it. I'm with you.
If you give me prime Bill Polian, yes.
Prime.
But today, no. I'd rather be
prime. If you see that question is a little
that question is today.
Yeah. Today, no, than Bean. Prime Bill Polian all day.
Bill Polian is one of the greatest architects ever.
Yeah.
So yes,
prime.
If prime Bean or prime Polian, I take prime Polian.
Yeah. Correct.
But today, give me Brandon Bean all day.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, if we're talking
Josh
today,
Allen
I'm
needs 1 TD for 40 total. James Cook has the rushing title. Just saying. I know that's why I wonder if they would leave him out there for a series. Give him a chance.
Fans would be pissed if something went sideways. I'm telling you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who else will be pissed the most? It will be Josh Allen for going for something that's really, you know, when you have a bigger picture ahead of you. And Sean McDermott would probably really be upset at himself for allowing it. You got to do the right thing here. Saquon Barkley, guys, is a great example. Guy that had the opportunity to get the rushing title. That's something that hasn't been broken in a long time. And he chose not to. He chose to sit on the sidelines and win a Super Bowl and be healthy for the playoffs. And that's what it's all about, man. I mean, and I don't think Josh is that kind of guy, bro. I really don't. I don't think Josh, you know, is going to care that much.
Stats. He doesn't care about individual stats.
Correct. You know, if they come, they come. That's like, I think that's his thing. Like if they happen, cool. I love it. Cool.
You want to be mad at someone? Be mad at Dawson Knox for dropping his 40th.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it was right there. So I mean, exactly. It was in his hands, in and out.
I don't care what anybody says. Trubisky's a bum. He's always been a bum and always will be. Okay.
Yikes, Joey.
I thought Trubisky, this was the best preseason Trubisky in a long time.
Yeah, I do too. I think he finally, it looks like he kind of came out of his shell. And he did have an appearance where he threw a big time pass where no one was expecting, right? Came in and handled business, man. So against the Panthers, I believe it was too. So
yeah,
I'm not too worried.
Cooks will know before the game if he needs any yards for the rushing title. He will.
He will. Absolutely. He will. Absolutely.
Everyone likes those picks until they become players. Ain't that the truth?
Right.
Almost 62, never been to a game. Oh, man.
Don't plan on either. Many chances.
It's not my scene.
I get it, Roy. I've said it numerous times, and I don't know if Mikey's ever told me his feelings about going to games, but for me, football games, I just enjoy staying at home and watching because I get to see everything. When you're at a game, guys, unless you got the most unbelievable seat in the house,
even if you do,
it's tough to see, right, everything when they're on the other side of the field or just a fumble happening or a cat. Like, it's just different. I would say this: the experience of going to a game is unbelievable, awesome. Like hanging out, tailgating. You can't get that off the TV, right? You can't get the vibes of scoring a touchdown and just that energy you get with the building, right? You're not going to get that on TV. I agree. But man, just watching the game though, and like just sitting at home, right? Like in the comfort of your own home.
When you're looking for a fumble, you ain't seeing that.
You ain't
seeing that.
Or a great catch. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're not really. So I guess I would say there's good and bad, Mikey, to it. There's but I'll say this: I went to a basketball game with my the owner of the bar I used to work at, and he got us floor seats. Now that is fucking cool. Now that you see everything. Like I was literally on the floor.
I went to a World Series game when the Giants won the World Series.
Okay,
and
that's dope.
I had like ground level box seats where they like it was super cold. All you smell is garlic fries. They open the door into heat where the like a carver station with prime rib and like. I still prefer to watch it at home.
I'm totally with you.
49er playoff games. I've been to college football playoff games. Back in the day. Well, they weren't really playoff games back in the day. They were more bowl games. I've been to baseball, playoff and World Series games. I've been to hockey playoff games. But I'm more of a stay-at-home body. Like I also don't like the all-day event thing. I'll be honest.
I'm with you too. Then the driving home is always a fucking disaster, right? No, listen, Mikey. I am with you. Like I'm 100% with you. But once again, there is some pretty cool things about going to a game. You know what I mean? Like, right? Like I've been to like I got moments I remember. Like I went to the Orange Bowl when the Hurricanes played at the Orange Bowl, and we beat FSU a field goal. It was so unbelievable. It was like wide right or whatever. They missed their field, and it was just so fun watching that. I saw the running back for San Diego Aztecs at the time. What's his name that played for Indianapolis? Great running back. He's in the Hall of Fame. I forget his name. Played with Marshall. Marshall Falk. Yeah, played for San Diego State. The Aztecs running back. It was awesome to see him run. And who else did I get to see? I saw Michael Vick's brother, Virginia Tech, play, which is kind of
a guy who had all the time in the world, just couldn't figure out
Marcus Vick, yeah. But I got to see those teams, man, and that was cool. Just being, but once again, you can't see much. Getting out, parking is a fucking disaster. You're gonna spend a ton of money while you're there, buying food and drinks. So I get it. I get the argument of right, but once again, the excitement you're not gonna really get either. You know what I mean? Like that you're missing out on, I would say. You know what I mean? That's the whole cool thing about being at a game.
I'm fucking excited when watching the games. I get pumped up before I go. Like you don't get this stadium, but it's just fine. It is what it is.
No, I get what you're saying.
I will go and visit the new Bill Stadium. I'll go to one game.
I will too. Yeah.
But that's about where
like I went Josh's rookie year in 2018, my first time ever. At the Ralph the Rich, we played against the Lions. Cheap. They cost me like I think like $50 and great. Honestly, pretty good seats. I was like almost down to the field almost for $50 because that season, 2018, we were bad. It was towards the end of the year, but it was awesome. We won, which made it even better. And I just always wanted to attend a Buffalo Bills game, and so for sure, the new stadium. But Mikey, I would say if you ever get a chance. To an NBA game, the floor seats, like where you're actually right there on the court.
Kings games.
Okay. Oh, you've been on the court game. Oh, so dude, to me, like that was, and by the way, I went to an NHL game where I was on the glass, and I hate hockey.
NHL.
But
it doesn't matter where you sit. It's active. Like honestly, it does not matter where you sit. I
don't like
you sit by the
hockey.
glass. If you feel like
Yeah.
you sit by the glass, you feel like they're coming through the glass at you.
Dude, there was a fight. It was a Panthers game, and this girl took me. She got her boss gave her, her seats or whatever, and I'm like, I don't like hockey. She's like, come on. I'm like, fine, fuck it, right? Like you're taking me anyways, free. And dude, we were on the glass, and there was a fight right there on the glass. I'm like, dude, these guys are just wailing each other right on the glass. I'm like, this is fucking cool. So even though I don't like hockey, going to the game if you're at the glass. Dude, I gotta say, it's pretty fucking cool.
It doesn't really matter where you're at there. Like, I'm not a big hockey fan either, but hockey's fun to go to and watch. Scott comes in and says, "Am I the only one that is not sentimental about moving to the new stadium?" I mean, what's with the emotional takes? I don't know.
Am I the only one not sentimental about moving to? Oh, you're saying like you're not gonna miss the old like is that what you're?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I kind of watching that video, not teared up, but I was dude. I've been watching, and I get it, Scott. You've been watching probably longer than me. I think you said, but for me, man, a lot of, I'm not gonna cry for fun. I'm gonna get over it, but
I don't care.
I think it. I got a because, dude, I don't know. I got a lot of I think when it's like music for me, Mikey. Like music takes me back sometimes to like certain events and time when you know what I mean. Like in watching that video today, I'm like, oh, dude, like I remember that game. Like I was sitting on the couch, like I don't know, like so yeah, in a way, like oh, that sucks. You know what I mean? You're leaving, but dude, I'm super excited for the new stadium. At the same time, so. Yeah, it is what it is.
Joey, the only way we play the Texans in the first round is if the Jags just crap themselves this week. Otherwise, we wouldn't play them until round 2 or 3. So,
yeah,
and yes, we did. There's no guarantee it's gonna be Pittsburgh. It could be the Ravens, and honestly, we don't match up well against the Ravens.
We don't. No, and they're finally getting the clue where you got to run. Well, maybe they are. I don't know. We'll see this weekend that you got to run Derrick Henry. That he is really your main part of your offense that you need to enforce in your game plan. We'll see. I'm very interested, Mikey, in that game because if they do what they've done all the time, where they don't continue to have Henry out there on the field, they'll lose the game.
Yeah,
100%. You know what I mean? And it wouldn't shock me if they do that. I mean, they're just, for some reason, they don't get it. So we'll see. If they keep him in there, though, I still say it's a close game, but Baltimore might edge him out. But I think Pittsburgh's going to give them everything they have, bro. It's in Pittsburgh. Fans are going to be loud as fuck. And Baltimore's been such a shaky team all year, bro. Baltimore 2 weeks ago they fucking lost. So it's not like because they've been on this winning streak. You know what I mean? So they could lose.
Yeah, I don't really care who we play. I really don't.
I don't either. I don't give two shits. All right, you want me to pop this top 25 up? Even though Scott Blakely's like, fuck that fucking stadium. Like Scott, yeah, fuck that stadium. All right, here we go, Mikey. Let's see here. All right. Top 25. 25 greatest games in Bills Stadium history. We'll call it the Ralph the Rich. Epic battles, monumental wins, and that comeback. Here we go, folks. All right, starting at number 25. Yeah, if I can get there. 1980. See, I wasn't watching them, but I'll still go through it. Week 14, Bills won 10-7 in overtime. Looks like a game that we would have this year on offense.
I wasn't even born yet.
It wasn't even. Yeah, oh, all right. I was 78, but I wasn't watching. I started in 89. Anyways,
I was born in 80, December of 80. So I wasn't even born yet.
But I guarantee there is fans in here that definitely remembers that game. I wasn't watching football. I was 2 years old. So 30-yard field goal in sudden death shook the stadium. Post-game cheers were so loud that the Bills, as Brady notes, returned from locker room for can of a curtain call. So they even got a curtain call on a 10-7 win and overtime. So pretty exciting 1980. All right, here we go. A little bit more current, kind of. Mikey, you should know this. 2001, Week 13. Bills 25, Panthers 24. December. These teams have combined for 2 victories all year. Good old drought years. This is right before we got Drew Bledsoe. Carolina leads by 18 late in the second.
Offense ever.
Ever.
Offense.
No, this is 2001. 2002 is
saying, the next year.
Okay.
Is your
it was
ever.
Ever. I wish we had. Dude, take Bledsoe out, put Allen. Woo! Carolina leads by 18 late in the second quarter. But Alex Van Pelt throws for 277, and Henry runs for 101 for Orchard Park's fourth largest comeback. Man, love Travis Henry as well, man. Alex Van Pelt, ugh. Imagine he was our quarterback for a minute.
He's as bad as a quarterback as he is an offensive coordinator.
Yes, absolutely. Coming in at number 23, Mikey, 2024-2025 playoffs. Bills 27, Ravens 25. The Bills survive Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry when Ravens tight end Mark Andrews fumbles in the fourth quarter and drops what would have been the tying 2-point conversion with 93 seconds left in the game. Do I have this game too high? Garden asked for his number 11 selection. Maybe, but I think the Ravens team was one of the best, most talented all-around teams the Bills have ever beaten. Do you agree with that?
No.
I don't think so either. Okay. Coming in at number 22. Week 18, Mikey. Bills 35. Patriots 23. A week after DeMar Hamlin's cardiac arrest, Nyheim Hines returns for the opening kickoff, 96 yards, for a touchdown that takes it 101 in the third quarter. The only time in club's history a player has done it twice in the game. Stephon Diggs catches 7 passes for 104 and a touchdown. That I remember all too well, Mikey, right?
Well, everyone remembers it, but I don't think it was like one of the greatest ever at the stadium. Like the emotion, it goes back to the whole emotion thing. The emotion around the whole DeMar thing was wild to me. I'm not an emotional guy, though, at the same time. I'm just like...
Yeah. I just thought it was special, man. I'm going to be honest.
Was the kickoff return special? Yeah, but is it a top 25 all-time at the Rich? That seems honestly, weird to me.
Yeah, maybe, but I once again, like I kudos to this athletic for making this.
Yeah.
Because man, I would have to go. You know how many fucking games were played there since 1970 something, since 72, 73, whenever that was built. But
I would never write something like this. So more power to them.
Exactly.
Like,
That's hard to do.
I'm not, sentimental enough to care enough to do something like this.
Guys in the chat. Yeah, I know, Mikey, but I think it's cool. I mean, I know you're not. You don't like it. But guys in the chat, do me a favor if you have a moment here. But it is a farewell, Mikey. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I'm just saying.
Mikey's with Scott. Fuck this stadium. Fuck you.
There's been a lot of heartbreak in the stadium. Fuck this stadium.
There's also been a lot of cool stuff. And guess what? You're getting it next year. So, man, but there's still good memories, and there's a lot of history there. So yeah, I mean, I'm on board with showing respect to the players that played on that field, and even the fans that got to witness some cool stuff there. You know what I mean?
They should have a big pregame thing with all the legends. Outside of that, like the rest of this,
absolutely.
Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is cool for the fans, man. Like once again, going back to some of these moments, like they trigger. And I haven't even looked at this list, by the way. I'm going through this with you guys right now. I have not looked at this. So
also, I don't have anyone else in my family who's a Bills fan. So I don't have the memories of sitting there with my dad or my grandpa or my great grandpa watching Bills games and doing stuff like a lot of other people do.
Well, Mikey, you're on board with me because I didn't either. All my family were Dolphin fans. I think that's why I hate the Dolphins even more, because I was fucking hating them, talking shit.
Niners, Cowboys, Redskins.
Oh, you're right, Howie, and not you live in not San Francisco, but you live in California, so that makes sense.
My brother was a Niner fan. My real dad was a Cowboys fan. My stepdad Howie was a Skins fan.
Yep. I see you pop one on the chat right here. I remember listening to the Travis Hunter game on the radio. Travis Henry, man, damn, dude. I would. That guy's a story, by the way. He went through a lot. Anyways, let's get back to this. And guys, put your comments below. We'll pop them up. We'll pop them up for sure. If you have a memory, you were there. Especially people, obviously people that live in Buffalo.
I would love that, Steve. Let Josh just unleash one to freaking cook down the
Just
sideline.
right for shits and giggles. Right.
Let him connect 40 touchdowns. Go sit down for the rest of the
Call
game.
one play, right? Shotgun deep, right? Launch that motherfucker.
Let Josh go sit down.
Right.
One
that's
play,
it.
one touchdown. Sit your butt on the thing.
Yeah.
Hell, run a play action. They're gonna think he's just gonna hand the ball off anyways. Let him suck all up and let him go over the top.
Oh,
Adams
dude.
returning an interception. That was fun to watch.
Were you there, Chewy, or were you watching on TV? Because I watched on TV.
Yeah,
but dude, that
was
wasn't. I'm sure that's going to be on the list here. It has to be, right? Like that was unbelievable.
All right, let's keep going.
All right, let's get to it. So we got to that one. Here we go. 21, 88-89 playoffs. Bills 17, Oilers 10. The first playoffs Bills playoff victory at Rich Stadium. Pretty cool. Features a defense and special teams stranglehold on Warren Moon's run and shoot attack. The Bills recorded an interception, 2 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, advancing to their first AFC title game. That was badass, man. I do remember that as well. Mm-hmm. So that was number 21. Number 20, 81. I wasn't alive here, or I was alive, but I wasn't watching.
Yeah.
Bills 2017. We don't really, that's not, sorry if I'm skipping that, but I don't know much. 93-94 playoffs. Very aware of this game. Bills 29, Raiders 23. And the coldest game in Bills history, 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind chill of minus 32. Jim Kelly throws for 287 and 2 touchdowns to Bill Brooks. This was one of the great underrated wins of the Jim Kelly era. Gollin says the Raiders had beaten the Bills in Orchard Park in December. Mm-hmm. The Bills got an intercepted kickoff return from Steve Tasker and had to come from behind in the fourth quarter. Kelly was brilliant. So pretty cool.
I remember that game. Everyone thought, we were done for because they beat us earlier that month, and we were down.
Yep.
Don't write off the cardiac Bills. Chewy was there with his family.
Oh wow. Okay, there you go. See,
Spin loves Sam Adams' all-time favorite play.
Yeah. Big man running, man. Took it all the way to the house.
I love big man touchdowns.
Yeah, dude. 18, coming to 18, Mikey. 95-96 playoffs. Bills 37, Dolphins 22. Whoop them boys up. The Bills send Don Shula, the NFL's winningest coach, into retirement with a loss. See, I didn't even know that part. Thurman Thomas gains 200 yards from scrimmage with a rushing touchdown, and Tasker had 5 receptions for 108 yards and a touchdown. Dan Marino throws for 422 yards, but is intercepted 3 times. So had a good game, but he also had the 3 INTs, which, obviously not good. But boy, we own the Dolphins.
Years later, Thurman was a Dolphin.
I know, for one season, hated it. Pissed off, did not like it at all. It was weird.
Just like Jordan Poyer.
Just like Jordan Poyer, but that was even worse for me.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Thurman. 1990, I remember this game. Bills 38, Raiders 24, down 10 points with 10:28 left. Buffalo scores the final 24 points, including Tasker's block punt that James Williams returns for a touchdown, and Nate Odoms for fumble recovery for another score. Isn't that crazy? 10:28 left. You're down 10. You wind up winning 38-24. I mean, if you're not looking at
that sounds like a Buffalo Bills thing nowadays.
Dude, isn't that wild? Right? Like, you would look at that score and go, man, the Bills dominated that game. Sure enough, if you didn't watch the game, they were fucking down 10.
Oh, man. Badass said he was at that Raiders game. 1 ticks from the 97 Rock scavenger hunt. Remember the 97 Rock back in the day?
Damn, dude. Memories, man. 16, Mikey. 2021 playoffs. Bills 17, Ravens 3. You remember this. Teron Johnson, 101-yard pick 6 late in the third quarter.
That belongs, for me, probably
higher.
top 10.
Okay. All right. We'll see when we get there,
That changed Teron's...
That was everything.
Teron's trajectory, too, because you have to remember that year he also lost his starting job.
He did, and he got it back.
And he got it back. Cam got hurt, and then he made that, and he just took off and became one of the best nickels in the league.
He did. Yeah, I remember that year, too. And then he got paid shortly the next year. But, yeah, that was unbelievable. So, Says Buffalo gains just 220 yards, 32 on the ground. Whew, terrible. But the defense registers 8 quarterback hits and forces 3 fumbles. In a breakthrough season, which 2020 was for today's Bills era, there needed to be a signature win, Morrow says. A nearly faltering against the Colts. Remember that one, too? We almost lost to the Colts in the wild card. Up the ante. Lamar Jackson and the big, bad Baltimore Ravens set the stage for what was supposed to be a primetime quarterback showdown, only to have the Bills defense steal the show in a brawl. The Bills, as an organization, arrived that night. And you know what's funny? I remember going into that game, Mikey, and my boss, at the bar, was like, "Oh, you guys are gonna get wrecked." Lamar Jackson, because that year Lamar and the Baltimore Ravens were good, man. They were playing.
Did Lamar win MVP that year?
I believe he did, right? And bro, like everybody, I don't know who. I don't think many people picked us to win that game. And I'm like, all right, we'll see, bro. And that's when I was kind of confident with our defense around there, because our defense was still playing at a decent level at that point, through those years. So I'm like, all right, we'll find out, bro. In Buffalo, and boy, we fucking. We worked them on defense, bro. We absolutely did.
End up knocking Lamar out of the game.
And Mark, yep, knocked him the fuck out of the game as well. Oh man, but that was I do remember that. All right, 15, Mikey. 2021 playoffs, Bills 27-24. So this is the one. You would have that other game ahead. I would too, by the way. Yeah. Josh Allen's driving touchdown becomes his iconic Superman image. The Bills hang on to win despite the Colts outgaining. I remember this. They did out converting and out possessing them in a turnover-free game. The Bills were outplayed, Gon says, by an outstanding Colts team with a great quarterback, Phillip Rivers. It was sensational, but Josh Allen put on a Superman cape. Yeah. That was a great game, and it came down to a Hail Mary. Remember that?
Yeah, right. That was the same year that we gave up the Hail Mary.
Yeah. And we were stressing the fuck out of it.
But that was also that same game where the dude stood up, Poyer knocked it out, and they called him down by contact even after the review.
Uh-huh.
We should never even got to that.
Right. I remember that. Oh, man, memories. All right, 14, 1988. Bills 9-6 overtime. Bills clinched the AFC East. Fred Samallers blocks Pat Larry's 40-yard field goal attempt to bring overtime, and quarterback Derek Burrows forces a fumble 2 plays into sudden death. Cornelius Bennett, love Cornelius Bennett, recovers, and Scott Norwood kicks a 30-yard game winner. Yeah, I know. The Bills stormed to the best start in team history with an 11-1 record and became the earliest team to ever clinch a division title, says Tranter, who was among the fans who poured onto the field. The term fandemonium was born by Darryl Talley in the locker room after the game, and the term became synonymous with the Bills radio announcer. Van Miller describing the fan atmosphere at Rich Stadium. The 1988 Bills season was also the start of the great 6-year run in team history. So yeah, awesome year. That's when they really were getting their shit together. All right, number 13, Mikey. 2017, week 14, Bills 13, Colts 7, overtime. And I remember this. I know you do. 17 inches of snow falls. Shady McCoy runs for the 21-yard for the touchdown to keep Buffalo's drought-ending playoffs hopes alive. Remember that?
I do, but you're trying to tell me that was a better game than the pick 6 by Tron?
I think they're putting it there because we broke the drought because of that. If we don't win that game, we don't go on and win the, get into the play. You know what I mean? So maybe
But the other one took us to the AFC Championship.
No, it did. I get it, and I think that's a good debate, but I think it's definitely up there. You know what I mean? Conditions were clear 90 minutes before kickoff. Mayhem ensued from the skies and on the field.
Joe Webb comes in and leads us. Really, it was a shady game. Shady won that game for us.
Yeah, the snow fell so hard, the yard lines. I just so remember this game. I was at home, I'm like going crazy on that return, or on that touchdown by Shady. Making yards game first time. Remember, they couldn't even see the fucking lines, like nothing. Mm-hmm. Fans built snowmen in the stands. Nathan Peterman started, but Joe Webb finished, which of course we remember that. He actually made a good throw on that drive too, I remember. Because remember, it was so hard to throw the football, you couldn't see shit. Colts players frantically attempted to kick a hole through the snow to find a place to spot the ball for kicker Adam Vinatieri, who missed 2 field goals, including a 43-yard in the final seconds of regulation. The game very few could see live or TV because of the hard falling snow is more than a spectacle. In the end, Bills' loss here to the Colts team that entered the day 3-9 would have essentially ended Buffalo's playoff hopes and ushered in year 18 of the drought. So I get it. That's why they're doing that, because it was a big win to get them into the playoffs, to help them get in the playoffs. But I just remember the game. It's unbelievable. Any more comments of anybody real quick before we go on the next?
Couldn't see the Colts. Because they were in white.
Dude.
Because they were in white.
That's right. You're right. Yeah. Dude, I mean, epic game that was, man. All right.
One of the first snow globe games that we had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was crazy, bro. Number 12, Mikey. We're getting down to the top 10. 1998, week 7. Bills 17, Jags 16. A signature Doug Flutie victory with the franchise languishing and unable to sell tickets. Down 6 points with 1 minute, 50 seconds to play. Flutie leads a 12-play, 70-yard drive that includes a 38 strike to Eric Moulds and ends with a 1-yard bootleg touchdown. I remember that, by the way, the bootleg. Though the Bills still had star players, interest was sagging at the time, pushing tickets to help cover renovations at Rich Stadium, with the specter of the franchise moving once again being raised. Merrill writes, enter Doug Flutie, the 1984 Heisman Trophy winner, with Hollywood looks and a scrambling feistiness that made it up for his 5'10" stature. Returned to the NFL following a successful CFL career, signing with the Bills in January 1998. Despite the hype and resume, Flutie took a backseat to Rob Johnson, which I couldn't stand. With Johnson's sideline, Flutie's first start for the Bills was memorable and how it ended. Flutie was supposed to pitch the ball to Thurman Thomas, but the future Hall of Famer couldn't hear the play call due to the crowd noise. Flutie, what else, improvised and ran the ball in untouched to trigger a wild celebration. A bump in ticket sales and an unrelenting quarterback debate that lasted beyond both players' tenures in Buffalo. Isn't that crazy? So you couldn't hear it.
I still don't think that is better than the 101-yard.
I got you. All right. Yeah, this is why these lists are always interesting, Mikey, for sure. Like top 10, top 20. Like, I'm with you in a way, too, but that was... I guess I remember all these, and they're pretty cool. But I'm with you.
Flutie,
I think...
the guy had heart. He did have heart. Love Doug.
Dude, love Flutie. All right, here we go. A little bit more current. 2011. Week 3, Bills 34, Patriots 31. After 15 straight losses to the Patriots, the Bills are down 21-0, but they intercept Tom Brady 4 times. Ryan Fitzpatrick connects with Fred Jackson on a 38-yard catch and run to the 1-yard line, and Ryan Lindell kicks a field goal as time expires. I totally remember this. The Fitz Magic Bills are 3-0, and Drayton Florence, remember him? Fix 6 is chosen for Sports Illustrated's next cover. Another oasis in the drought that got the Bills on the cover of SI. Bronstein says, venerable broadcaster Van Miller came out of retirement and broke press box to narrate the winning kick in Buffalo only other victory against Brady in a game he played all the way to the end. The goalposts were lowered before any fans could get to them, but many lingered in the afterglow, singing Sweet Caroline. Good times, never felt so good. It was such a big deal. We beat the Patriots, the Tom Brady Patriots.
And regular season game.
Yeah, it was. It was like fans stormed the field, beat Brady. Oh my god. Anyways, here we go, Mikey. Top 10. 2003, Bills 31, and I remember this. Patriots 0. Buffalo signs New England's cast aside safety Lawyer Malloy. Remember this? Before the game, and introduces him last to a raucous Ralph ovation. Drew Bledsoe bests his former understudy who throws for only 123 yards, sacked twice. Malloy gets him on a blitz, tosses 4 interceptions. Buffalo's defensive tackle Sam Adams, 37-yard chugging pick 6 is among the lasting images. For one glorious Sunday, it felt like the spurring of a dynasty, Brownstein says. Uplifted by the arrival of Lawyer Malloy, the Bills beat down Tom Brady, made Bill Belichick look foolish, gave Drew Bledsoe fleeting redemption, and rumbled Big Sam Adams into the cover of Sports Illustrated. The largest defeat of the Brady-Belichick era in New England was avenged by the exact same score at the season's end, but that was no matter in an unforgettable open at the Ralph. You remember that game, though?
I do.
Man,
like they released Lawyer Maloy like days before the game.
Yes. We scooped them all up, baby. Come on.
And they told us exactly what the game plan was going to be, and we executed it.
Yeah. We're like, anything that can help us. Come on, Lawyer. We got you, Brett. Come on.
For us, too.
He was, you know. Absolutely. All right, Mikey, coming in at number 9. Go ahead.
He was at the 31-0 game.
Oh, dude,
that was a fun game to be at.
Absolutely. Like, can you imagine? Like, nobody had us beating them, and nobody had us beating them like that, right? That was just crazy. And Tom Brady had a terrible game. Number 9, Mikey, 93-94 AFC Championship game. Bills 30, Chiefs 13. This is the Joe Montana Chiefs. I remember this game as well. Buffalo advances to a 4th straight Super Bowl as Thurman Thomas rushes 33 times for 186, 3 touchdowns. Man, he had himself a game, Mikey. The defense terrorizes Joe Montana, actually knocked him out, whose concussion forces Dave Craig to replace him early in the second half. An incredible image from the game is the fans' homemade sign that reads, "Deal with it, America." I remember this. They were pissed.
People were getting sick of the Bills going to the Super Bowl every year.
Yeah, dude. They hated seeing us. Yeah. And we're like, hey, deal with it. I don't want to tell you.
And then it turned on us, and we went a lot of years with, it's why I don't understand how the Patriots turned around so good. Every other team had to struggle for years, but those fuckers.
Fucking Patriots. Right. Only a couple years. Ooh. Like, oh my God. My recollection is that the two of the Chiefs' best defensive players, the late Derek Thomas, he was unbelievable, by the way, and Neil Smith got pulled from this game because they couldn't handle the Bills' running game. Parker says, wow. Thurman Thomas running wild and being surly about it afterwards is peak Thurman Thomas. Oh, and the Bills held Marcus Allen to 50 yards rushing and knocked Joe Montana out of the game.
Neil Smith, there's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Neil fucking Smith.
He was so good.
Absolutely.
You won a lot of tickets back in the day, man.
Mm-hmm.
Won the scavenger hunt, some tickets from AM Buffalo.
Yeah. Yep.
Number 8.
All right, number 8. 1990-91 playoffs. Bills 44, Dolphins 34. Early in the second quarter, Buffalo had a 17-point lead, but Miami makes it a shootout, pulling within a score three times in the second half. Kelly and Dan Marino combined for 662 yards, 6 touchdowns. Damn, that's a good game by both. The 78 points set the playoff record for a regulation game. Thomas rushes for 117 yards and 2 touchdowns. This is one of the all-time great wins for the Bills because they beat Dan Marino in the prime of his Hall of Fame career. And Marino was sensational in the game. Gone race. Check out any list of the top 10 quarterbacks in pro football history, and Marino's on it. Yes. Mm-hmm. Ahead of Jim Kelly. Yes. And I love Jim Kelly, but Marino is better. If you're ranking a pure arm talent and quick release, Marino is close to number 1, and I do agree with that. Kelly was coming off a knee injury from a Week 15 game versus the Giants, but outplayed Marino. The Hall of Famers were at their gold jacket best, and the snow globe atmosphere added to the memorability.
That game, a lot of it reminds me of the 13-second game, where Mahomes and Allen were going back and forth. Kelly and Marino were going back and forth.
You had no idea what was going to happen, right?
And there's a really good chance both Mahomes and Allen are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame when it's all said and done.
Absolutely.
And people are going to be talking about that like this.
Yeah, I'm with you for sure. That 100%.
Yeah, and I'm with you on that. Yeah. We'll see how they deal with the first place schedule next year. They played the last place one this year, but you can only play the people who are on your schedule. So tip your cap to them.
1990.
Back then, I hate them today.
Number 7, Mikey. 1990, Week 4. Bills 29, Broncos 28. A tone-setting victory for the Super Bowl era against the team that wore the AFC crown 3 of the previous 4 seasons. That is true. Buffalo pulls off one of the craziest sequences in NFL history to avoid defeat, scoring 20 points, Mikey, in 77 seconds in the fourth quarter. Cornelius Bennett's blocked field goal return, Leonard Smith's pick 6 off Elway, and a point blank Kenneth Davis plunge. The Bills had come close in the 2 previous seasons to Super Bowl contender status, but failed to close the deal. Bailey says the Broncos look ready to kick a field goal and take a 24-9 lead. Same old story, but a block by Nate Odoms and a return for a touchdown by Cornelius Bennett changed everything. Buffalo went on to score 3 touchdowns in 77 seconds and hung on to win. Maybe this Bills team was ready to take another step forward after all. That's wild, huh? I mean, it's 77 seconds. I mean, that's a hell of a game, bro. I mean, that's a comeback, folks. Right? Yeah, that's wild.
So the fact that it happened so quick without the other team scoring, because the Bills and Chiefs scored like 28 points in like 37 seconds or something like that. It was just like back and forth, bang, big plays.
Right.
You know, big play to Gabe, big play to Tyreek, big play to Gabe. You know, they went down and scored. It was wild.
Yeah. But that's just, man, that's why a lot has to go right. 74, we'll skip that. But Bills 21, they beat the Raiders 21-20. It says, I'll read it anyways. After 7 straight seasons with no playoffs, Buffalo reestablished itself against John Madden's club on Monday Night Football with O.J. Simpson sidelined by an injury. The lead changes 3 times in the final 2 minutes. Joe Ferguson strikes to Ahmad Rashad. Yes, the Ahmad Rashad of basketball.
Ahmad Rashad.
Played for the Bills, which is wild. Retakes the lead with 1:56 to play. Art Thomas returns Jim Braxton's fumble for a touchdown, but Rashad catches another touchdown with 26 seconds left. George Blanda misses a 50-yard attempt as time expires. It also is the debut of the Charging Buffalo Helmets. That's pretty cool, actually. So a lot there. That's pretty neat. John Madden, obviously Ahmad Rashad, but I obviously wasn't even born yet. So let's see here. Number 5, Mikey. Here comes the top 5. 91-92 AFC Championship game. Bills 10, Broncos 7. Buffalo is favored by 12 points. I hate that when we're favored by a lot. It's always close, right? Even today, folks, with the over-under at 46 in the matchup of future Hall of Fame quarterbacks, yet Kelly and Elway combine for 238 and 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions and a fumble and 4 sacks. So bad game by both quarterbacks. Elway throws a pick 6 to Carlton Bailey, gets knocked out of the game after 3 sacks and a fumble. Bills cornerback Kirby Jackson forces a fumble, recovers it with less than 2 minutes remaining to lock it down. So close game, man. Bad quarterback play that game. So it was a defensive game, Mikey. Yes, but the Bills came out of it. All right, number 4, 2021, 2022. Bills 47. This is playoffs. Patriots 17. You remember this. Not against Tom Brady, but the Bills exercised some Bill Belichick demons with 7 touchdowns on 7 possessions. We didn't punt this game, I don't believe. Allen throws only 4 incomplete passes while amassing 308 yards and 5 touchdowns and running 6 times for 66 yards. 5 Bills score 5 touchdowns. 5 Bills score touchdowns, including backup Tommy Doyle on a tackle-eligible plays to rub it in a little bit more. That's so funny, man. Perfect game for baseball, not football, Brady says. But the Bills are the only team in NFL history to play a game with no turnovers, no punts, no field goal tries. They scored touchdowns on all of their possessions, but for a kneel down at the game's end. Even more perfect, the Bills battered their nemesis, Bill Belichick. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Oh, Mikey, you remember that game? Of course you do, man. We fucking walloped them, man. I don't know where Mikey went, but he's here, I think. Mikey left me. All right, that's all right. Mikey's gone. I don't know where happened to Mikey. Sorry, folks. I'll continue. Number 3, 1980, week 1. Bills win over the Dolphins 17-7. A dominant defense performance overcomes 7 Buffalo turnovers to end the O for the 1970s famine against Miami. Bill safety Jeff Nixon collects 3 interceptions on Bob Greasy, who gets knocked out for the game. Backup Don Strock in his debut, eventually Rookie of the Year, Joe Cribbs flashes his high wattage abilities, 131 scrimmage yards and a touchdown with 2 minutes left. Fans tear down the field goal posts. All right, here we go. Top two. Mikey's still gone. So I have no idea what happened to Mikey, guys. I'm guessing he'll be back. So we'll have to keep going. Number two, 1990-91 AFC Championship game. And I remember this. Raiders were talking mad hella shit, bro. Hella shit going into this game. And the Bills walloped them 51-3. The Bills established themselves as the AFC's no doubt dominant force, using their no-huddle offense to dominate the Raiders. Wheezing defense for 41 points by halftime. Buffalo rolls up 502 on offense. James Lofton catches all 5 of his targets for 113 and 2 touchdowns. We need a James Lofton today. Right? We need that performance now. And it intercepts Jay Schrader 5 times. With victory essentially assured, fans spend the entire second half celebrating their team's first trip to the Super Bowl. And I so remember this. All right, guys, we are here. The number one spot. It's too bad Mikey's not here, but we're here. Here we go. Number one. 1992-93 playoffs. I remember this. Bills 41, Oilers 38. The comeback game. It's enough said. You know the rest. As radio announcer Greg Brown said near the end of the third quarter, it is like a tidal wave. The comeback game has to be the most lied about game in the history of the franchise, and maybe in NFL history, Parker writes. That feels like it shouldn't count for something in this exercise. It does to me, and I'm the one tipping, and I'm the one typing. So, were you there? Did you stay? Conservative estimates that have the numbers of fans that claim to have been in the stadium that day rivaling the crowd at Woodstock. The original Woodstock, by the way, not the one with Limp Frickin' Biscuit. The improbable comeback is one of the absolute best things in all of sports, and we've gotten all-time doozy here. So it tops my list. And yeah, dude, I mean, that was unbelievable. Mikey's still gone. I don't know what he did, but I guess it's just me. All right, no problem. Mikey left. Mikey said, fuck this Bills history. All right, we got the oddest games. So let's go through the oddest games. 1987, Week 6, Bills 6, Giants 3. As the NFL Players Association picket lines begin to crumble, Lawrence Taylor terrorizes replacement quarterback Brian McClure. Wow. See, I wasn't watching here, but okay. I don't even know this guy, Brian McClure. But Todd Shopley kicks a short field goal in the fourth quarter and another in sudden death to help end the strike. So, yeah, it's crazy. 1974, we won't go through that. 2016, Week 8, Patriots 41, Bills 25. The first sex toy throw. The dildo throw.
Did I come back at the wrong time?
Yeah, where'd you go? You missed all.
I got a call.
Oh, damn, you missed it. So the number one, Mikey, was the Houston Oilers game.
Yeah, I heard it. I was just on a call.
Okay. So these are the here's the funky, wild ones. You know, the different ones. Mark Gaughan's most memorable defeat and Chris Parker's, I can't believe it, they lost this game. 2007, Week 5, Dallas beats the Bills 25-24. Yeah. In a signature drought era loss in primetime, yep. Dallas scores 9 points in the final 20 seconds.
Including the Leotis McKelvin fumble.
Yep. Oh, man. Greg Tarant's ultimate test game, 2007, Week 1, Broncos 15, Bills 14. It was the Bills' first Bills game my wife-to-be, Tracy, attended the night before the game. We saw Phil Collins and Genesis at the Bills led the entire game against Denver. Through the game, was interrupted by a catastrophic injury. I remember that. The Kevin Everett game. Yep. Dude, I was like, bro, I remember that. Let's see, John Worrell's most comical game, 2009, Week 5, Browns 6, Bills 3. It means the most immemorable game I've ever covered. Yep. Morrow says.
I remember that one.
Oh, my God. Let's see. Chuck Pollock's, hey, don't forget this game. 2007. Oh, that's Sabres. Okay. 1990, Week 13. This is the most eye-popping game. Bills 30, Eagles 23. It's the greatest play in Rich Stadium history. Randall Cunningham executes a wild end-zone scramble and heaves to Fred Barnett for I remember that, for a 95-yard touchdown. The sorcery is part of the 23-point Philly explosion to pull within 1. But the Bills hold on behind Kelly's 334 yards and 3 touchdowns. But I remember that scramble and that throw. That was unbelievable. And that's it, Mikey. That is the memorable moments that they have. I thought they did a good job there. A lot could be maybe moved around, but
I disagree with some of like where they ranked, but top 5, I can see that.
Yeah, pretty damn cool. And of course that Houston game rings for me. I remember that like it was yesterday, dude. So I wasn't at the game, but I wouldn't have left the game, but I was on my couch and I didn't leave the couch. How about that? I stuck with that motherfucker, to the very fucking end, and it was well worth it, man.
Dude, that was the first ever Winter Classic game, and you blew over it.
Which one? Did I? I'm sorry if I did.
Oh,
my bad. I tried, man. I don't know.
I'm not sentimental, so I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, honestly, it just made me mad where they ranked some of them.
Yeah. I got you. But hey, look, man, it was still a cool list. That's like it's never easy.
Win over Brady doesn't belong as high as it was.
I'm with you. But once again, we're not writing the list, so I have no idea. That's tough to do. But I'm sure there's games that I would probably, if I really go back in time, that I would count as some of my favorites that probably weren't here. But it's been so long, I have to go through the list, of stuff. But pretty cool either way. Awesome memories just to go back.
Joey. 17 years of shit sandwiches in the middle.
Oh,
different quarterbacks. We've come a long way.
Holy shit! Right? Like, dude, what a disaster.
Yeah.
So, anything else for tonight, Mikey? You want to go through? No. I mean, there's not much to talk about this Bills Jets game, guys. I mean,
like we're not going to have anybody playing.
Exactly. So,
have a chance for things, but my big thing is just get out of it healthy. I don't care if you win, lose, whatever. Like, I know you're going to do the live stream. I'll probably pop on for a little bit during it.
Yeah.
Okay. So talk through some, but really, I don't give a shit. Just be healthy when we get ready.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't want to see Bosa. I don't want to see Milano. I don't want to see Benford. They've already said Poyer's ruled out again. So like, I don't want to see Bishop out there. I want to see Savage and I want to see Lewis. I don't want to see like as many of the starters that we can sit. I don't need guys getting hurt in this meaningless game, getting ready to go into the playoffs.
Right. Man, I gotta say that background looks pretty cool. It happened to work out perfectly with us, the farewell and our name on the bottom. I didn't mean to do it that way, but pretty cool. Anyways, guys, that's it for tonight, man. Oh, I do. You know what? I do got something that's kind of funny, kind of just comical. Might as well. I would do Real Men of Genius, but I'm all out, guys. Honestly, and I keep playing some of the ones over and over and over. So give me 1 minute. I do got, because I always like to leave with something funny that maybe you guys will get a kick out of. So give me a minute. Let me pull something up. Mikey, pull up any comments that maybe we missed.
I think we hit all of them.
We hit all of them. Okay, no problem. So let me bring up something pretty cool, or at least funny. I think it's funny. So give me 1 second, and I'll pull it up here. Mikey, any last words while I'm pulling this up here?
I can't believe it's already week 17 or week 18. Dude. Really, like it's wild. This season went by so fast. Don't feel like it's been such a roller coaster too. Try to remember to enjoy the playoffs as much as we want to win. Josh is getting ready to be 30. Like time's going by quick. Enjoy what we've had, as Joey said, 17 years of shit sandwiches with 12 bad quarterbacks, and now we have one of the game's best. So let's try to enjoy it.
Absolutely, Mike.
We open the playoff at first, and I think it's the Jags.
I'm with Mikey. I do think it's the Jaguars as well. But once again, bring on anybody. It is what it is, man. Bring on the best. I don't care. Like you're gonna have to play him anyway. So I'm confident in Josh Allen. The team, we'll see what happens. This isn't my. I'll say this to before we go on to the clip that I'm going to show you guys. It isn't my most overly confident I'm feeling season going into the playoffs. I got to be real. However, I'm still confident enough where I see the teams in the playoffs right now, and I think we still can beat any of those teams, even with how the season's been. But it's not my most, like I said, it's not my most overconfident I've been with this Bills team, Mikey. So what's your confidence level at? Like as far as since you've been watching this Bills team, put it that way. Is this your least confident going in to the playoffs that you've been?
Not my least.
Was that 2019?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is about as at least confident as I am in any team since 2019.
You know why 2019 wasn't for me for some reason? Because I felt like our defense was pretty damn good at that time.
You didn't know what you were getting out of Josh. That was my problem.
And that was the only yeah. But man, we started off great in that game. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
We had the lead. And then that
run the ball. The thing about this team is we can run the ball. Like that's what makes me feel confident about this team in the playoffs. We can
I get that.
Ball,
we can. Yeah.
So
our offensive line's a lot better. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, guys. So this clip I'm going to show, obviously, we keep it fun here, and I try to keep kind of comedy up, so you guys gotta have a nice weekend. So y'all hate those. Go ahead.
To talk about being.
Oh, y'all hate those telemarketing calls.
Before you play it.
Yep. Okay.
Best non-sports memory of a stadium. Mine. It was a spring jam back when I was younger, and it was a rock version of it. And I got to see Kid Rock when he just got big, and the show closed with Metallica.
That's pretty awesome, by the way.
Yeah,
Mikey. God, best non-sports stadium memory.
Mm-hmm. Monsters of Rock and the Rolling Stones. That would have been a good one. I got to go see Metallica. Kid Rock. There was so many of them that was there. I think Linkin Park was there.
Linkin Park. Okay.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them. Slipknot. I think was it Slipknot? No, it was somebody else. But there was like 7 or 8. They were all real young at the time outside of Metallica. Metallica closed the show, but it was awesome to watch.
I gotta be honest. I didn't go to many music concerts, so.
It was awesome.
Matter of fact, I don't think I've went to any. I think I went to one, and it was some bullshit like fair Papa Roach when Papa Roach was like already done with like washed up Papa Roach.
Yeah, I think Papa Roach was at that one too. He was one that was there. There was so many at that one. It was just like, and they were
that's badass.
Young. They were super young. It was crazy.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. I wish if I could turn back the hands of time, like. I think going to a music concert might actually be more fun than going to a game, to be honest with you guys, because you're at least listening to music. So yeah, dude, I would have loved to go to some, but I didn't. So honestly, I don't have any. Glad you had something. I don't have anything.
I did. I've gone to a few concerts in my day, and that was one of the better ones. Like, I went to the Spring Jam ones back when they were like R&B and watched like Color Me Bad and Janet Jackson and Tony.
That's still badass. Yeah,
Montel Jordan and like I've done a bunch of those, but the first rock one I ever went to was that one where Metallica closed. But like Kid Rock went on second, and he was huge.
That's crazy. Second, yeah.
Kid Rock was second.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, no, man. I never like a stadium. Nah, nah. I went to the last music concert I kind of went to, like Soundgarden, and here in Detroit, and he fucking went to the hotel, and y'all know the rest of the story there. Then I got home and it was all over the news. I'm like, I just left. What? I couldn't, bro, Mikey. That to me, that might have been the most shocking. How about that? The most shocking thing I ever happened, where I went to go see somebody, get home, and the guy's gone. Wild. Like, that was wild for me. But yeah, no, man, I can't recall. That was
Monster of Rock. They said that it might have been Monsters of Rock, but they called it Spring Jam out here because it was like a thing that happened out in the spring out here. But it might have been put on by like the Monsters of Rock. Like that may have been a thing because it was a great freaking concert.
Yeah, no. I went to the Tigers-Yankees playoff game years ago.
Non-sports.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just thinking of another event that was, and that was playoff. That was, the atmosphere was unbelievable. And you know what's cool about that? I know it's not. It's sports, but my cousin here in Michigan, he's a sergeant, so they got hired to go to the game to sit where all the players' wives were at. Right. And he brung me along. So I was with the police at the best seats pretty much with the players' wives, but I couldn't sit. I had to stand with the police. But I got to watch a playoff game and we won, of course. But that was cool. Like, that was really, really cool. But yeah, I have no non-playoff stadium. Nothing.
All right. Yeah. It says "Laugh My Ass Off." Spring Jam with Metallica. Yeah. Spring Jam was like the name of the sponsor that came out and did it, and like usually it was some sort of like R&B or pop or something like that. That was the first year they did actual rock
metal, metal.
But it was still like the tickets said Spring Jam on them.
Huh? But they use rock metal. That's different.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a heavy metal guy. I like classic rock.
They call Cal Expo here. It's where they put on the California State Fair every year.
Okay.
It was out there like the big stadium amphitheater, and it was like it was wild. It was fun.
Yeah, I bet, dude. Music. I mean, like I said, I love music, so I'm shocked that I didn't go to any concerts when I was younger.
All right.
Yeah, because I would have loved to. All right, y'all ready? So
I wanted to hit his.
No, it's great. It was a great question, by the way. So, all right. So here we go. Let's get to it. So y'all hate the telemarketer calls. This guy, I don't know if you ever know his name, Jim Florentine. I just find it funny. So here we go. 2 minutes long. Here we go.
Hello, James.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a call from credit counselor.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Hey, dude, you still on the phone?
Yeah.
All right, 'cause I got to call my brother and find out if he had a good New Year.
Yeah, I'm still on the phone.
Okay.
Hello? All right, do you have a few moments? Or?
Yeah, I have a few moments, yeah. Yo, you still on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Debt consolidation is a program.
Yo, you still on, dude?
Yeah.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was developed to help consumers pay their debt.
You still on the phone, bro?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, if you want, I can give you a call back.
No, this is fine, actually. I got to run out to work in a little bit, so I'd rather get this over with now. It was what? Developed what?
Debt consolidation is a program. It was developed.
Yo, you still on?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Debt consolidation is a program.
Right. Oh, you still on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Debt consolidation was what?
Is a program. It was developed.
Yo, you still on the phone, dude?
Yeah.
All right.
Could you bear with me for a moment?
I'd like to get this done now. I mean.
Okay. All right. Debt consolidation is a program.
Bro, you still on the phone?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Is a program.
Is a program developed by the bank.
You still talking on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, let's try it again. Debt consolidation is a program.
Right. Hello?
Yeah.
Yo, you still on?
Yeah. Debt consolidation is a program?
Right. Okay.
It was developed by the banking industry.
Is developed.
Still on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's that guy that keep picking up the phone?
It's my roommate. You know, we only have one phone in the house.
Oh, okay. We done picked up too many times, so I can give you a call back later.
No, this is fine, because I got to go to work in a little bit.
Because he's picking up every 3 seconds.
Well, no, he seems like he's not picking up right now, so maybe we can get through this.
Debt consolidation is a program.
Yo, you still on? Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I'll give you a call later.
Sir, I'm
So he was getting so pissed, bro. Dude, there's
in the program.
Yeah. Debt consolidation is the program, and you see him like pausing. No, dude, I want to get through this. Go ahead, let's get through this. You on the phone, dude? You still on the phone? Oh my god, dude. Anyways, man, I thought we'd get a good laugh.
It's how I listen to Tommy most time. Can we get through this? Can we get through this, Tommy?
Oh my god, dude. But I'm gonna be playing those for the rest of the season, throughout this season. Give us something fresh and funny. Right, exactly. So, thank you guys for rocking with us tonight, man. We appreciate you guys. I'll be on tomorrow, AFCE Shakedown at noon to congratulate Juan.
Does that hurt?
Yeah.
Does that hurt?
Nah, I could care less, but Juan's gonna love it. By the way, real quick note: AFCE Shakedown will be going. Normally, we end it week 18, but we're gonna go into the playoffs this year.
Oh,
so
because Juan showed back up now.
Because Juan showed that, yeah. So now he's like, let's. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's do it.
I'll be there.
Yeah. So we'll be going through the playoffs with AFC Shakedown this year. So look for that at noon, and then obviously Sunday pregame will be at 2:25, and then I'll be live for the game as well. So, and then obviously me and Mikey post game right after the game. And that's it, folks. So appreciate you guys rocking with us. We hope you guys had a happy New Year's. And let's make 2026 even better with hopefully a Buffalo Bills Super Bowl win. All right, guys, we love you, Bills Mafia.
Going into the playoffs, Tommy, I do have a question for you. Going into the playoffs.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Are we going to be doing 2 nights a week?
That's up to you. I don't care. Yeah, I mean, I'll go 2 nights. Why not?
Let's figure it out.
Okay. I mean, regardless, we'll talk. Anyways, guys, we appreciate you guys. Bills Mafia, you guys rule. We're out of here. Go Bills. Peace.
All right. Peace. Go Bills.
Just let your soul go. Just let it shine.